Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Efrain Rodriguez Jr. show. This show, but I'm gonna start with something that the FBI just went to Mar-a-Lago and did all that crappy stuff and everything. That a lot of people were very, very, very upset. There's something like that never happened before, but it did happen to President Donald J. Trump. It's incredible, but it did happen. But you know, what I'm about to tell you, this is from a newspaper, First Hour. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead, subscribe. I come every single day. The uploading of this video, it takes like almost 2.5 hours because I'm doing it from my telephone. You don't see it, but I. And the thing is that I'm using the hotspot, so it takes a while. It's not even 6 p.m. Already did the Spanish side, working on this one now, and it's gonna take a long time just to load. So probably by I don't know 9 p.m. we'll be up there. But I appreciate those of you that are watching these videos and making the comments, especially my wife. So first hour, the United States sees with alarm the increase in confiscated weapons found for Haiti. Whoa, that Clinton's have something about this? I mean, they're in Haiti, so I don't know. This sounds kind of weird. But let's see what this news says. The weapons seized illegally intended to reach Haiti from Florida were mostly pistols. Huh. But how they got anyway to Haiti? Wow. U.S. federal authorities expressed concerns on Wednesday about the substantial increase in firearm. Oh, whoa, whoa. Is that the same people going to check Donald J. Trump? Maybe he's doing something wrong, but we are not doing something wrong. But I mean, at least they stopped these weapons on the way. But what are these weapons? Orange. I don't say it's on the news, but this is kind of fishy. Anyhow, in firearm arms tracking from the South Florida to Haiti, in addition to other Caribbean nations, Puerto Rico, a contraband that includes even higher caliber rifle. Ooh. During the press conference in Miami at Anthony Salisbury, the special agent in charge in the South Florida city of the Office of Homeland Security Investigation, highlighted not only the increase in the numbers of weapons confiscated in the recent months, but rather the caliber of the weapons. Next to Salisbury, who was accompanied by a representative of several federal agencies, some of the confiscated weapons rested on some tables, among which were 50 caliber sniper rifles which can shoot out at 1800 meters. I know that. And are practiced up to a 60,000 in the black market. Ooh. In the wrong hands, these weapons are capable of destroying. That's what weapons do. In the wrong hands, how they got there is my question. It is kind of weird that this really happens in their watch. You're very weird. Oh, oh my goodness. Even on Google Translate, when you type something about a coronavirus or whatever, it says here, that check on the CDC website and all that everything that being. This is something I don't want to sound like I am very happy that this happened, but I told you so before. I had an experience when me and wife got here in the Puerto Rico and we trying to go to a restaurant and they say, no, you don't have the back ID, cannot even go into that place. Man, we had the plague or something? No, because we were not vaccinated or jibbity jabbity. It was bad, but we had to. I mean, never put a foot in my restaurant. I don't know, maybe the food is not that good. But that happened to us. But the administration, CDC, acknowledged flaws. Oh, whoa. Hey. In the response of COVID 19, since the pandemic began, the institution has faced criticism. Oh my God. But its frequent changes in criteria regarding preventing measures. Really? 6 feet? Anyway, so many different changes. Remember that? And the slowness in which they have collected the data. They were not cooking, no data, no, they were just Washington. Director of the Center of Disease Control, Shel Walensky, acknowledged on Wednesday flaws in her institution response to COVID-19 pandemic in the United States on advocate reforming the agency to make it more agile before emergency. Oh, you know, so many people that lost their jobs because they didn't want to get the jibbity jabbity do. Even army uh, personnel, even now in the recruiting the army right now, they're like 50% under their numbers. It's like nobody wants to join the army. So weird. I did it for 4 years. I love it. Huh. No wonder a lot of people got kicked out. Oh. A message for CDC employees picked up several U.S. media. Walensky explained that the institution will focus more in offering clear public health recommendations and making relevant scientific findings available to the public instead of focusing so much on the academic research. Oh, you know, remember those doctors went in front and they were in Twitter and they were in YouTube and they were in so many different places, platforms, and they just got kicked out, banned, because they were saying things that it was contradict what the CDC were saying. Oh, but now we hearing that there were some flaws. Wow, remember those days? I remember one day I came here and I will start talking in YouTube about the findings of the adverse from this vaccine, blah, beam, bada boom, that the judge ordered for them to release, and they were gonna drag it for 70 years. But then got released. I talk about it, and they just poof. Listen, no one's hear me. And I was like, really? Oh, is that it? So that's why I continue and I start this program, Ryan Rodriguez Jr. Continue doing this. When I see it, this is like, we've been waiting. Finally, someone's, I don't know, maybe gonna get fired for doing that. Before she's gonna, what are you doing? You're not supposed to do that. It is incredible how this things happen like that. Remember this story? This was like a year ago an A1C career criminal who punched an Asian woman last year, arrested for the 42nd time. Oh my lord. For attack on an NTA worker. A man charged for sucker punch an Asian woman in New York City, Chinatown last year is back behind bars after alleged attacking an MTA worker last week. This guy is 49 years old and attacked this kid, Nelson, 35. It broke his nose and dislocated a collarbone. Man, this guy just a real. He should be like on the ring of fighting. I mean, probably try to find somebody like Tyson and try going on punches with him. But it's a bully and he's a criminal and this kid tried to stop him and yeah, pretty bad. Pretty bad. Now, you know, LGBT and a lot of people are going out there and protest and they're saying to the politicians, you guys need to do what supposed to do. Don't let these criminals out. Even the mother of Nelson spoke and she was like, don't let this kid free ever again. It's incredible. It is incredible how that is. And remember that guy? Oh, signing again? What are he signing? Oh, Biden signed his investment plans on climate and health into law. In addition to the law, create a minimum tax of 15% for large companies. Woo! Yeah! Power to the people. Take it from the rich and give it to the poor. You think the rich is gonna get their money back? Oh, they're gonna put it into the whatever they're selling. And whatever they're selling to the people that are buying from it is gonna pay for that 15%. But you know, Democrats, how to ruin, how to run government. That's the rich. Tax the rich. Will trickle down to you. It's good for you to know. Next time you go to vote, you see this thing. Because they talk about revenue. Listen, revenue. When I do a project and I estimate that project, I better really don't forget anything because nobody's going to bail me out. And whatever, after me paying everything that I'm paying, labor, materials, and whatever's left, the government is going to come and get some. Anyhow, but that's how you run business. But government, they don't know. They know how to put their hands in your pocket. Here is how they do it. U.S. President Joe Biden enacted his health and climate investment plan on Tuesday, marking an important political victory for Democrats. Very, very good victory. 370,000 millions. Oh, wait. We're in a recession. They're going to print more money and they're just going to put it into the, whatever. I don't know. The bubble is going to burst. I don't know. We're already in a recession. You're printing more money. This is like asinine. This is like, how can you do something like this? It's gonna be going everything up and up and up. And I've been telling people that go for solar energy. You know, guys, how they get the minerals and from where they get these minerals? It's not USA, Congo or China and these other places get this mineral. But who's gonna make the money? USA? No, they are printing the money, put it into the economy, and somebody else gonna make the profit, but it's not gonna be us. And they want you, whatever. Forget about the investment of the car that you did that is gonna last you for the next 50 years. No, they want you to be in an electric car, and you be happy paying no matter what 70 cents per gallon. I mean, on the car, electricity, on the battery. But how you gonna charge that? The system already, for example, Puerto Rico, if we put all the ACs on a hot day, man, the lines overload and it's gonna be problems. And we already experienced that in Puerto Rico. And now you're gonna have this buffoons behind me just really ruin the whole thing. The wind thing that just goes up and down. How much oil you need to have in those things. And the electricity they produce, it's not like they're gonna really charge many electric cars. Believe me, I'm in the country. I'm like, oh, it doesn't get by the cables because the posts are so expensive. Man, I'm in. Go for it. That's expensive, but at least worry about it. Done and it's charging. But it's good to have both. But these people, they're going crazy. They're going insane, and they're just printing money. I'm not even gonna say all this because this reduction, the reduction act, inflation reduction. Yeah, couldn't see it yet, but a lot of people have been talking about this. People don't see it. They're like, Tomas, I need to see you, Christ, my fingers in your hands to believe it. And are gonna be a lot of those that comes around. It's gonna be very bad for because a lot of people already bought into it. Now. I'll be seeing you tomorrow if Biden doesn't ruin the whole United States of America. Be coming back and telling you more news, in my opinion. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so. New location in Villalba, Puerto Rico. Efrain Rodriguez Jr. in Efrain Rodriguez Jr. Show. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you back tomorrow. God bless you.